Hi guys, I know I've been kind of AWOL from the channel recently, and that's mostly because I'm kind of in a lull right now. I'm in a holding pattern on a number of things, which I won't explain again because I've explained them previously in other videos. So I am just like waiting so there's no big news. I did send a text to my care coordinator, and she says she did find something out, but she didn't say what. So she's waiting for details, and hopefully she'll get back to me either later this week, by Friday, or she will get back to me next week. So we'll see. I will most likely have another video going up probably next week or in a couple of weeks, detailing what's going on with the lift and why it's been taking so long. I was gonna do a video on that anyway, but there wasn't really enough to put into a video that would justify shooting a separate video for it. So I'm waiting on that, and I will let you guys know about that soon. My purpose for today's video is it's just more gonna be like a diary entry vlog style thing. Just kind of some of my thoughts on things that didn't really fit into anything other video I was doing in the last few weeks. And I just kind of where I am looking at the service dog programs, because I still follow PGI, I follow them on social media, and I follow the organization I'm currently involved with, which is Duo Dogs. They have placed, Duo by themselves has placed like 10 dogs since I was down there in December in the past 2 months. Their last class was like 8 people, which for them is a pretty big class. So they placed pretty much all their dogs they had in their kennel when I was down there, I think. Or most of them, not all of them. And then PGI just placed, as of this week, 3 dogs, which have obviously been in training for a while. And so, I mean, I'm like, I just feel frustrated when I'm seeing updates on congratulations to so-and-so and so-and-so because this team's been placed, this team's been placed. And I'm like, and I'm sitting here waiting because of a technicality that they didn't have the dog I needed, and and stuff wasn't, and they weren't doing things how I needed them done. So I'm like, good grief. So I'm just like really frustrated right now because there are dogs being placed and teams that are having no problem going through training, and I'm just sitting here waiting on everything. And I find that very frustrating, and I'm like, yes, I know how much work a dog is going to be, and I'm grateful for the time I have by myself, that I still have time to do things that I want to do when I want to do them. But I'm also very anxious to be able to have a dog because I have so many things that I have to actually do that I'm going to have to involve the dog. I want to be able to like get off the floor and not be going up and down because I'm physically getting very tired of crawling. And so I'm like, and then after the lift gets put in, I have to have surgery, which is going to take at least another month. I said, and then I was thinking, oh, I can go down to St. Louis as soon as I'm not taking pain killers anymore. I mean, I'm probably just going to take over-the-counter stuff. But I'm thinking it will be easier if I can put weight on my foot while I'm running around out of town. But I'm just kind of, so I have all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm trying to balance, just trying to figure out how everything's gonna balance right now, because I have all of my stuff. And I'm booked up with 3 of my dad's conventions that I wanted to go to. And then I want to go to a Pokemon convention, ironically, in St. Louis at the end of March. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that just because of timing and if there'll be any tickets left or whatever. But I'm like, I have stuff I want to do, but then I have all this other stuff I'm kind of waiting on. I don't want everything getting booked funkily because I'm sitting and waiting on stuff and I've double booked something. And my dad's like, oh, don't worry about that. That's a ways away. And I'm like, well, it's going to be here before you know it. I don't want to book something and then have to race down to St. Louis, most likely St. Louis, when I've already got something else booked. The other big trip I'm doing is for one of my dad's conventions is I'm going to Ohio in May. So I'm like, so that's going to be like 2 or 3 days out of state, 7 or 8 hours each way, which is a big trip for me. So I'm like, I have my stuff and then I have dad's stuff and then I'm like in all this stuff and I'm like, dad's like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, well, I don't want to overbook in case I'm scheduling the surgery like in another 2 months. So we'll see. We'll see how things end up going with that. I mean, I'm not anticipating any problems, but I'm just like really kind of chomping at the bit a little bit because all these dogs are getting placed and I'm just kind of sitting here and I have all this other stuff going on except the stuff I want to be going on. I don't know when that's happening. So I'm booking all this other stuff and I don't know. So I'm like, that's kind of where I am right now. I will do the video on the lift and my upcoming surgery and how that kind of fits together. And I might end up doing a video on kind of what I'm sending to Duo after all that stuff happens, because I will send them an email telling them lift in, surgery done, or surgery going. Start training that dog, start looking for a dog. And I mean, because that's what they told me to do. They're like, let us know when that's, when you're ready. And so, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at and why I'm continuing to be busy, even though I'm sitting here cooling my heels, waiting for some stuff to fall into place. So, hopefully I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully with some news of things moving forward. So until the next one, this is Service Dog Diaries signing off.